Hello everybody. Today we will discuss fluctuation of energy and fluctuation of speed in case of flywheels. In the figure, T theta diagram of multi-cylinder engine is shown. T theta. As you know, the vertical axis is represented by T and the horizontal by theta, where symbols are having their usual meanings. T stands for turning moment and theta rotation of the crank. And the figure as such is known as turning moment diagram of multi-cylinder engine. You see in the figure, suppose this is the mean resisting torque line, mean resisting torque line, mean resisting torque line. This is the mean resisting torque line. AE is the mean resisting torque line. Suppose energy at point A, energy at point A is energy at point A is equal to U. The energy between point A and B is indicated by A1 with plus sign because this loop of energy is above the mean resisting torque line, and the energy between B and C is indicated by A2 with minus sign because A2 is lying below the mean resisting torque line. Similarly, the energy between point C and D, which is above the mean resisting torque line, is shown by A3, and energy between D and E is shown by A4, which will be taken with minus sign because this energy is lying below the mean resisting torque line. Supposing the energy at point A is U, then energy at point B will be U plus A1. Energy at point C will be U plus A1 minus A2 because it is lying below the mean resisting torque line. Energy at point D will be U plus A1 minus A2 plus A3. Similarly, energy at point D can be written as U plus A1 minus A2 plus A3 minus A4. So for complete cycle, whatever amount of energy is at point A, the same will be at point E because there is no exchange of energy from outside. For complete one cycle, the energy at point A will be equal to energy at E. So between point A and E, there will be one point where the energy will be maximum. Between point A and E, there will be one point where the energy is maximum. And also there will be one point between A and E where the energy will be minimum. There will be one point between A and E where the energy will be maximum. Similarly, there will be one point between A and E where the energy is minimum. So that difference between the maximum and minimum energy is known as maximum fluctuation of energy. So the difference between the maximum energy between point A and E and the difference of minimum energy which is lying between point A and E is known as maximum fluctuation of energy. Maximum fluctuation of energy. Maximum fluctuation of energy, and normally it is indicated by EF. And as I told you that the energy between point A and E is maximum at one point, suppose that point, or suppose at that point the maximum energy is E1, and similarly the minimum energy between point A and E, it may lie anywhere because it depends upon the numerical values. So I am only telling the procedure. Then the minimum energy between point A and C is indicated by E2. So it is known as maximum fluctuation of energy. E1 is the maximum energy between any point between A and E, and E2 is the minimum energy anywhere between point A and E, and their difference is known as maximum fluctuation of energy. Where the energy is maximum, the speed, corresponding speed will also be maximum, and where the energy is minimum, the corresponding speed of the flywheel will also be minimum. Similarly, the difference between maximum and minimum energy will be known as maximum fluctuation of speed. Similarly, the difference between the maximum energy and similarly the fluctuation of speed can be written as fluctuation of speed can be written as fluctuation of speed can be written as N1 minus N2. In case of energy, it was written as E1 minus E2, but maximum fluctuation of speed can be written as N1 minus N2, where N1 is the maximum speed of the flywheel corresponding to the maximum energy, and N2 is the minimum speed of the flywheel corresponding to the minimum energy between point anywhere A and E. Now, coefficient of fluctuation of energy. Coefficient of fluctuation, this term, coefficient of fluctuation of energy. It is indicated by UF, by the symbol UF. It is indicated as, or it is written as maximum fluctuation of energy, maximum fluctuation of energy divided by maximum fluctuation of energy divided by work done per cycle, and it is indicated by the symbol UF. UF is the coefficient of fluctuation of energy, and it is written as maximum fluctuation of energy divided by work done per cycle. Now, coefficient of fluctuation of speed. Similarly, coefficient of fluctuation of speed can be written as N1 minus N2 by divided by average speed of the flywheel, that is n1 plus n2 by 2. So it will be written like this. Maximum or n1 is the maximum speed, we have already discussed. N2 is the minimum speed of the flywheel corresponding to the minimum speed energy, and the ratio of n1 minus n2, maximum speed divided by minimum speed, maximum speed minus minimum speed divided by the average speed of the flywheel, is known as coefficient of fluctuation of speed, and it is indicated by CF. So CF can be written as n1 minus n2 divided by n, where n is equal to the average speed of the flywheel, that is n1 plus n2 by 2. So these are the symbols, important symbols used in case of flywheels. So next article will be how much amount of energy can be stored in a flywheel. How much amount of energy can be stored in a flywheel, and the derivation is very important. I want to tell you one more thing. CF is the coefficient of fluctuation of speed. Coefficient of fluctuation of speed. And the reciprocal of it over 1 by CF, reciprocal of it is known as coefficient of steadiness. It is known as coefficient of steadiness. Once in the UPSC examination, the question was, what is coefficient of steadiness? The right answer is coefficient of steadiness. It is the reciprocal of coefficient of fluctuation of speed. That is the right answer. It was the question in engineering services. Now, one more important relation in case of flywheel, which will be widely used, is that prove that EF is equal to 2 times ECF, where symbols are having their usual meanings. E is known as average energy of the flywheel. CF, what is CF? CF is known as coefficient of fluctuation of speed. EF is maximum fluctuation of energy. Now, suppose at the maximum speed of the flywheel is indicated by, or it can be written as E1, and E1 is equal to 1 by 2 I into omega 1 square. Suppose this is the maximum speed of the maximum energy of the flywheel. Omega 1 is the maximum speed, I is the mass moment of inertia. I can be written as, I is equal to mk square. I is equal to mass moment of inertia of the flywheel. That can be written as I is equal to mk square. Mass of the flywheel, k is the radius of gyration. Similarly, E2, minimum speed of the flywheel, can be written as 1 by 2 I omega 2 square. So maximum fluctuation of energy, as we have already discussed, can be written as EF is equal to E1 minus E2. E1 minus E2. It means it can be written as 1 by 2 I omega 1 square minus 1 by 2 I omega 2 square. Or it can be written as 1 by 2 I omega 1 can be written as 1 by 2 omega 1 square minus omega 2 square. It can be written like this. Further expansion of this term can be 1 by 2 I omega 1 plus omega 2 into omega 1 minus omega 2. It can be written like this. The factorization of this term can be like this. Or it can be further written as 1 by 2 I omega 1 plus omega 2 can be 2 can be written here. It can be written like this. Or omega 1 minus omega 2 by omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2 into omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2. It can be like this. It can be rewritten like this, because this term may be cancelled, so it does not make any difference. It is just a way to putting the things in mathematical forms. I want to tell you that this term, that is omega 1 plus omega 2 into omega 1 minus omega 2, can be put like this. 2 will be put here. Omega 1 minus omega 2 is divided by omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2, and it is also multiplied by the same term. Now, omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2, it can be written average omega, that is omega. And this term can also be written as omega. This term can be written as omega, because it is average. Omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2, it is the average of both, so it can be written as omega. Here also omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2 can be written as omega. So, and omega 1 minus omega 2, maximum fluctuation of speed divided by the average speed, it is, what is that? It is coefficient of fluctuation of speed, that is CF. This term can be written as CF. We have already proved it. Coefficient of fluctuation of speed can be written like this. So, I go back. So, EF is equal to I, that is omega, that is CF, coefficient of fluctuation of speed, it is also omega. Or it can be written as I omega square into CF. It can further be written as I omega square by 2 into 2 into CF. It can be written like this. Multiplying this term by 2 and dividing by 2, it does not make any difference. So it can be written as 1 by 2 I omega square into 2 CF. So this term is nothing but E, average energy of the flywheel. Average energy of the flywheel. And it is indicated by E, capital E. We have already been following this term. Capital E of a rotating element, that is flywheel, can be written by E. E is equal to 1 by 2 I into omega square. So, this term can be written as 2 E CF. This is a very important relation in case of flywheels. So, in case of flywheels, we can write directly, or we can prove. This is the formula, important formula to remember. EF is equal to 2E into CF. 2E into CF, where symbols are having their usual meanings. E stands for, EF is equal to maximum fluctuation of energy. E, average energy of the flywheel. CF, coefficient of fluctuation of coefficient of fluctuation of speed. So this is very important relation, and the solution of various problems in the flywheel will depend upon this equation. So you have to remember it. Now next I am going to mention certain important relations which you should remember. It will take only 5 minutes. There are important relations. So work done per cycle can be written as work done per cycle. You should remember this formula, 60P by N. Work done per cycle can be written like this. P is the power in watt. P power in watt. And the value of N is equal to N by 2. In case of 4-stroke engines. And it is also equal to N in case of 2-stroke engines. You should remember these relations. Then N is speed of flywheel in RPM. Suppose the speed of the flywheel is 100 RPM, then the value of N for 4-stroke engines will be taken as 100 by 2. And the value of N in case of 2-stroke engines or steam engines also, it will be taken by 100. So work done per cycle in case of flywheel can be calculated with the help of this formula, 60P divided by N. Now next is mass of the flywheel, M, can be written as, you should remember this formula also, N cross sectional area pi into D into density. This is the volume into density. Density of rim material, kg per meter cube. A cross sectional area of the flywheel rim, pi into D. What is D? D is the mean diameter of the rim. And it will be, mass will be in kg. D will be mean diameter of rim. Flywheel rim, and it will be in meters. Next relation is, these are the important relations, and the other problems can be solved with the help of, if you remember these relations. Rho can be written as density into V square, where rho is known as hoop stress. Hoop stress developed in the flywheel. It will be in Newton per meter square. Hoop stress developed in the rims. Rho, density of rim material. Density of rim material. And it will be in kg per meter cube. V will be V equal to pi dn by 60. It is the linear velocity of the flywheel. V is equal to the linear velocity of the flywheel, and it can be written as rho by density under root of it, where the symbols are having their usual meanings. V is the linear velocity of the flywheel, V, and V will be in meters per second. So I think it is sufficient for today. Thank you.